AK-47. The AK-47 is one of the most widely used assault rifles in the world, developed by Mikhail Kalashnikov in the late 1940 inches, the Soviet Union. It was created after World War II, when the Soviet military needed a simple, inexpensive, and highly reliable infantry weapon, capable of functioning in harsh and unpredictable environments. If you look closely at the overall layout of the AK-47, you can immediately see that the design prioritizes mechanical durability over precision engineering. The rifle uses a long-stroke gas piston system combined with a rotating bolt, following the classic Soviet philosophy of reliability first, accuracy second. It fires the 7.62 x 39 mm intermediate cartridge, giving it strong stopping power at close to medium ranges. When you examine the thick gas tube and generously spaced internal components, you can understand why this rifle continues to function even when exposed to dirt, mud, sand, or extreme cold. In real-world use, a soldier can operate the AK-47 with minimal maintenance and still expect it to cycle reliably. The rifle includes numerous variants, the most common being the AKM, which introduced a stamped steel receiver to reduce weight and streamline mass production. Over several decades, the AK-47 became standard equipment in the armies of more than 100 countries, as well as countless paramilitary and militia groups, showing how adaptable the platform is across different environments. If you pay attention to details like the loose tolerances, wide ejection port, and simple bolt carrier design, you can see why foreign debris rarely causes the rifle to jam. Today, the AK-47 remains in production in multiple nations and continues to exist alongside newer generations such as the AK-74 and AK-103. Estimates suggest that tens of millions of AK-47 seconds and its variants have been produced worldwide, making it one of the most manufactured firearms in history. The key difference between the AK-47 and Western rifles like the M16 is that the AK emphasizes rugged reliability and ease of maintenance, even at the cost of long-range precision. Overall, the AK-47 has become an iconic firearm of the 20th century, representing a design philosophy centered on simplicity, durability, and consistent performance. M16. The M16 has been the standard service rifle of the United States military since the 1960s, developed from the AR-15 platform designed by engineer Eugene Stoner. It emerged at a time when the U.S. military needed a lighter and more modern rifle better suited for tropical environments, where the heavier M14 struggled in terms of weight and controllability. If you look at the overall construction, you can see that the M16 prioritizes lightweight materials by using aluminum and polymer, something considered innovative during that era. The rifle operates on a direct impingement gas system paired with a rotating bolt, creating a smooth firing cycle but requiring more regular and careful maintenance. The M16 fires the 5.56 x 45 mm NATO cartridge, a lightweight, high-velocity round that improves accuracy and control at medium ranges. When you observe the slim barrel profile and lightweight design, it becomes clear why the M16 offers easier handling compared to many rifles of its time. In early field use, the M16 experienced reliability issues, mostly due to the wrong type of gunpowder being used in the ammunition and the lack of proper cleaning training for soldiers. If you look closely at this part of the rifle's development history, you'll see how these issues shaped the early reputation of the M16. However, later variants such as the M16A1 and M16A2 made significant improvements in reliability, durability, and user guidance. The rifle evolved through several versions, including the M16A3 and M16A4, which introduced Picatinny rails for mounting optics and accessories. The M16 was exported widely to U.S. allies, becoming a defining symbol of Western infantry weapon standards for decades. When examining the design philosophy, you can recognize that the M16 emphasizes precision and lightweight rather than extreme ruggedness, setting it apart from rifles like the AK-47. Today, the M16 is gradually being replaced by the shorter and more versatile M4 carbine in frontline units. One key difference between the M16 and the AK-47 is that the M16 requires cleaner operating conditions and more consistent maintenance, trading that for lower recoil and better accuracy at medium range. Overall, the M16 stands as an iconic representation of American firearm engineering, focused on precision, efficiency, and modern battlefield adaptability. HK-416. The HK-416 is one of Germany's most notable modern assault rifles, developed by Heckler & Koch to address the reliability limitations of the traditional AR-15 system. It was introduced in the early 2000s, when Special Operations Forces required a platform capable of performing consistently in environments heavy with dust, mud, and other conditions where the M4 and M16 often struggled. If you look at the overall architecture of the HK-416, you'll notice that it maintains the familiar AR-15 layout, but with significantly higher machining quality and tighter construction standards. The rifle uses a short-stroke gas piston system rather than direct impingement, reducing carbon buildup in the chamber and keeping the rifle cleaner during sustained firing. It fires the 5.56 x 45mm NATO cartridge, paired with a cold hammer-forged barrel, a signature feature of Heckler & Koch, known for exceptional durability and heat resistance. When you examine the modular rail system and solid aluminum receiver, it becomes clear that the HK-416 was designed for maximum adaptability across various mission profiles. In real-world use, elite units appreciate how reliably the rifle functions, even in fine desert dust or humid environments where traditional AR platforms can suffer malfunctions. The HK-416 family includes several variants such as the HK-416D, the compact HK-416C, and the improved HK-416A5 with enhanced ambidexterity and accessory compatibility. If you pay attention to the piston assembly and the reinforced barrel interface, you'll understand why the HK-416 maintains stability during high-intensity operational tempos. The rifle is used by numerous elite units, including Germany's GSG-9 and KSK, the U.S. Delta Force, and various special forces across Europe. Today, the HK-416 continues to be deployed widely in modern combat settings where reliability and ease of maintenance are essential. One key distinction between the HK-416 and conventional AR-15 rifles is its reduced carbon fouling and improved performance during rapid fire or extended missions. Overall, the HK-416 is considered a major point of pride in German firearm engineering and stands as one of the most dependable rifles of the 21st century. FN SCAR. The FN SCAR is a modern modular rifle platform developed by FN Herstal of Belgium in the early 2000s to meet a specific request from U.S. Special Operations Command. Its development came from the need for a rifle that could remain reliable across a wide range of environments where many traditional AR platforms showed limitations. If you examine the overall design of the SCAR, you'll notice the combination of a lightweight polymer lower receiver and a robust aluminum upper receiver, giving the rifle both durability and manageable weight. The SCAR operates using a short-stroke gas piston system, which helps reduce carbon buildup and keeps the rifle running cleaner during extended use. The platform comes in two primary versions: the SCAR L chambered in 5.56 x 45mm NATO, and the SCAR H chambered in 7.62 x 51mm, allowing it to serve multiple mission roles. When you look at the quick-change barrel system, you can see one of the SCAR's most important advantages, its ability to switch between carbine, standard rifle, and designated marksman configurations. In real-world conditions, the SCAR is praised for its reliability in fine sand, high humidity, and environments with constantly changing climate conditions. Notable variants include the MK16, SCAR L, the MK17, SCAR H, and the MK20 SSR, designed for mid-range precision roles. If you observe the full-length Picatinny rail across the upper receiver, you'll notice how easily the SCAR integrates modern optics, lights, and tactical accessories. The platform has been adopted by SOCOM and several elite units across NATO countries due to its durability and adaptability. Today, the SCAR continues to be used in missions that demand high reliability, modularity, and consistent performance. One key difference between the SCAR and traditional AR rifles is its piston-driven operation, which provides greater stability and reduced fouling during extended use. Overall, the FN SCAR has become one of the most versatile and dependable rifle platforms of the 21st century. Steyr AUG. The Steyr AUG is one of the most recognizable bullpup rifles in the world, developed by Steyr Mannlicher of Austria and introduced in the late 1970s. Its creation was driven by the Austrian military's need for a modern rifle that remained compact while preserving full-barrel performance. If you look at the AUG's bullpup architecture, you'll notice that the magazine and bolt assembly are positioned behind the trigger, allowing the rifle to maintain a short overall length without shortening the barrel. The AUG operates using a short-stroke gas piston system paired with a cold hammer-forged barrel, giving it excellent durability and consistent performance. It is chambered in 5.56 times 45 mm NATO, making it compatible with standard ammunition used by many Western militaries. When you observe the AUG's one-piece polymer frame, you can see how it pioneered the use of synthetic materials to reduce weight and improve structural resilience. The integrated optic mounted on the carry handle of the AUG A1 is another notable feature, giving users quick target acquisition in close and mid-range engagements. The platform supports quick-change barrels, enabling it to transition between a standard rifle, a compact carbine, or a light support role within seconds. In real-world operation, the AUG is appreciated for its reliability across varying climates and its relatively simple maintenance requirements. If you examine the later A2 and A3 variants, you'll notice additional Picatinny rails that enhance compatibility with modern optics and accessories. The AUG has been adopted by the Austrian military, the Australian Defence Force, and several European nations for decades. Today, it remains one of the most successful bullpup designs, balancing reliability, modularity, and compact ergonomics. A key difference between the AUG and traditional rifles is its bullpup configuration, which optimizes overall length while maintaining full barrel stability and accuracy. Overall, the Steyr AUG stands as a landmark of modern firearm engineering and continues to play an important role in various armed forces worldwide. SIG SG 550. The SIG SG 550 is the standard service rifle of Switzerland, developed by SIG Sauer in the late 1970s and formally adopted in 1990. Its development came as the Swiss military sought to replace the heavier Steyr AUG with a more modern and lightweight platform while maintaining high levels of accuracy. If you examine the overall structure of the SG 550, you'll notice a refined combination of stamped steel, alloy components, and polymer reflecting the precise engineering philosophy associated with Swiss manufacturing. The rifle uses a long-stroke gas piston system, offering reliable and stable performance consistent with European designs that prioritize durability. The SG 550 fires the 5.56 times 45 mm NATO cartridge and features a cold hammer-forged barrel, which helps maintain excellent accuracy even during extended operation. If you look closely at the finely tuned iron sights, you can immediately see why users often praise the SG 550's precision capabilities. In real-world conditions, the rifle is built to perform reliably in cold and dry environments, aligning with Switzerland's climate and operational requirements. Notable variants include the SG 551, a shortened version for greater mobility, and the SG 552, designed for urban or compact use missions. When observing the folding stock and polymer furniture, you can see the emphasis on reducing weight while preserving structural strength. The SG 550 is widely used across the Swiss military and appears in several European special units due to its accuracy and dependable performance. Today, despite the introduction of newer rifle platforms, the SG 550 remains one of the most consistent and reliable service rifles in Europe. One key distinction from traditional AR-style rifles is its fusion of piston-driven reliability with the precision that Swiss firearms are known for. Overall, the SIG SG 550 stands as a representative symbol of Switzerland's commitment to technical excellence and long-term consistency in military weapon design. IMI Galil. The IMI Galil is an assault rifle developed by Israel Military Industries in the late 1960s to meet the demands of combat in Israel's harsh desert environments. The rifle was created after the Israeli Defense Forces identified limitations in the FNFAL during the Six-Day War, particularly its reduced reliability in dusty and sandy conditions. If you examine the overall design of the Galil, you'll notice its clear influence from the AK platform, featuring a long-stroke gas piston system and a rotating bolt, but tuned to meet NATO standards. The Galil is chambered in 5.56 times 45 mm NATO, offering better controllability and lighter recoil compared to the heavier 7.62mm rounds used previously. When you observe the steel folding stock and the solidly machined receiver, you can see the intention behind the design, maximizing durability and stability in hot, dry, and debris-heavy environments. In real-world use, the Galil is regarded for maintaining consistent performance in fine sand, rocky terrain, and fluctuating temperatures. The Galil family includes several notable variants, such as the standard Galil AR, the shortened Galil SAR, and the Galil ARM, equipped with an integrated carry handle and folding bipod. If you look at the polymer grip and the thick forearm, you'll notice these components were designed to reduce heat transfer and improve handling during extended use. The Galil was widely adopted by the Israeli Defense Forces before eventually being replaced by lighter and more modular platforms such as the M16 and the Tavor. However, it remains in service with numerous militaries and police units across Africa, South America, and parts of Asia due to its durability and low maintenance requirements. Modern improved versions, such as the Galil Ace, continue to see active use today. A key distinction between the Galil and the AK-47 is the Galil's higher machining quality and NATO-compatible configuration, giving it improved accuracy at medium ranges. Overall, the IMI Galil stands as one of Israel's most iconic rifle designs, reflecting a philosophy centered on durability, reliability, and adaptability in demanding battlefield environments. FAMAS. The FAMAS is France's standard bullpup service rifle for several decades, developed by Giet Industries in the late 1970s as part of a broader modernization effort for the French infantry. Its bullpup configuration places the magazine and bolt assembly behind the trigger, allowing the rifle to maintain a full-length barrel while reducing overall length. If you look closely at the external design of the FAMAS, you'll notice its distinctive profile characterized by a large carry handle and a lightweight polymer frame. The rifle uses a lever-delayed blowback operating system, which is quite uncommon compared to the piston or direct impingement systems used on many other rifles. The FAMAS is chambered in 5.56 times 45mm NATO, though early versions were tuned specifically for French standard ammunition. One notable aspect, when you observe the integrated carry handle and layout, is that the FAMAS was clearly designed for quick handling and ease of use in dense urban environments. In real-world operation, the rifle is appreciated for its high rate of fire and stable accuracy at medium ranges. The two main variants, the FAMAS F1 and the FAMAS G2, differ primarily in magazine compatibility, with the G2 supporting more widespread NATO standard magazines. If you pay attention to the polymer body and integrated frame, you'll see that the rifle is extremely lightweight and easy to maneuver, an intentional design choice for mobility-focused Cold War infantry doctrine. Additionally, the bullpup arrangement gives the FAMAS excellent balance and stability while maintaining a compact footprint. The FAMAS served as the primary rifle of the French military for decades before gradually being replaced by the AK-416 in recent years. Nevertheless, it still appears in reserve units and certain police forces across France. Compared to other bullpup rifles, the FAMAS stands out for its unique lever-delayed blowback system and high cyclic rate. A key difference between the FAMAS and traditional AR-style platforms is its compact bullpup layout, which shortens overall length without compromising barrel performance. Overall, the FAMAS remains one of Europe's most iconic bullpup rifle designs and has left a lasting mark on the evolution of modern infantry weapons.